welcome again, Minister, to the House. And as was said already, real reform is about giving councillors more power. Now, I know we've had this discussion here before, and indeed I do, to a degree, agree with you that the councillors do have the power, but that they really are waiting for the next lollipop from the county manager, and that is the fact of life. And you know, what we have in local government at the moment is that the executive are running the councils and not the county councillors. Now, having said that, we have the same thing replicated, Minister, at government level. We have the civil servants running the country, and we've already said this here. And I've noticed myself from interaction with various ministers that they can't do anything. They're hamstrung by the civil servants. And I was interested to hear the debate on whether or not we should tax people an extra 3% that was earning 100,000 or more. And the media reports were saying that it was Fine Gael wouldn't do it unless Labour cut social welfare. I honestly believe it's just the civil servants telling the government what they were and were not willing to take, and that they weren't willing to take the pain. That's where I believe is the real story. And there's oftentimes, I wonder, Minister, is there a need for politicians at all? Because you have the executive and the council running the council, and you have the civil service running the country. But anyway, just on a more parochial issue then, Minister, in relation to local government reform, the fact that my counterpart here, Senator Mooney in Leitrim, with 27,000 of a population, are going to retain 18 county councillors, and a population in Roscommon of 63,000 are only going to have the same number of county councillors, I am concerned about it, and I think that maybe it should really be looked at again. And I know that the County Council have made a submission on that particular issue to the Boundary Commission. So if there's anything you can do yourself, Minister, to look at it, I'd appreciate it. And also the fact that Monksland in County Roscommon, is bigger than the town of Roscommon, Minister, right? And the rates bill that's being paid by Monksland to Roscommon County Council is 1.3 million per year. And there's some talk that Monksland should or may go in with at loan. Now, there is talk, because I know that Roscommon County Council have made a submission on this to the Boundary Commission, that there's some talk, which I think is a nonsense. And if it was to happen, I really wonder how it would pan out, considering... Pardon? Well, I'm delighted to hear that, Minister, because I wouldn't know how it would pan out with the rates in County Roscommon at 72 euro a square foot, and across the river in Athlone at 52. But just two final questions, and simple questions, Minister. I want to compliment you for bringing in the grant for the septic tanks. I think it's a good initiative. Fair play to you. But again, I would like to know, is that an 80% grant? Is that 4,000? Or is it a maximum grant? Can a lesser grant be paid? Or what kind of money has to be invested in upgrading of a septic tank for you to avail of the 4,000 grant? And just finally, Minister, have you, I know, with
Senator, you're reaching the centre mark.
Finally, in relation to ghost housing estates, I know it's moving slightly away from the subject, but have you looked at the ghost housing estates around the country with a view to maybe in some cases demolishing some of them? Some of them that may be either bank owned, NAMA owned, or whatever, but some of them most certainly need knocking. So,
thank you, Senator.